A major weather event is brewing, set to impact millions across the country. Right now the air feels still, and the skies may seem deceptively calm, but beneath this quiet, the atmosphere is preparing for a dramatic transformation. For many, it's just another day. Commuters heading to work, children playing outside, families making plans for the weekend. But soon, everything could change. Out over the vast expanse of the Pacific, a powerful storm system is gathering strength, its swirling clouds stretching for hundreds of miles. This is no ordinary weather pattern. This is a force of nature, ready to sweep from the southwest across the southern plains and beyond, threatening to disrupt daily life for millions. Meteorologists have been watching this system closely, tracking its every move as it draws energy from the warm ocean waters and begins its march toward land. What makes this storm unique is not just its massive size, but also its unpredictable path. Unlike typical storms that follow a well-defined track, this one is shifting and evolving, making it difficult for experts to pinpoint exactly where it will hit hardest. The uncertainty is causing concern among forecasters, as even small changes in its direction could mean the difference between a minor inconvenience and a major disaster. Depending on how the system develops, it could bring either drenching rains that flood city streets and swell rivers, or a winter wonderland of heavy snow that blankets neighborhoods and disrupts travel. These are two very different outcomes, each with its own set of challenges. Emergency crews are already preparing for both scenarios, knowing that the storm's true nature may not reveal itself until it's almost upon us. The main player in this unfolding drama is a huge low-pressure system, a swirling mass of air that acts like a giant engine, drawing in moisture and energy as it approaches land. Instruments across the region are picking up rapid changes in pressure and humidity, all signs that the storm is intensifying. This low-pressure system is the driving force behind the coming weather, and its behavior will determine just how severe the impact will be. Its interaction with the jet stream, a fast-moving river of air high above the earth, and the rugged terrain below, will decide if we face a wet, windy beast or a cold, snowy giant. The jet stream can steer the storm, speed it up or slow it down, while mountains can wring out extra moisture or create sudden changes in temperature. These complex interactions make forecasting especially challenging, but they also make this storm one to watch very closely. We're giving you this early heads up because preparation is key. Now is the time to check your emergency supplies, secure outdoor items, and make a plan with your family. Even if the worst doesn't happen, being ready can make all the difference. Communities that prepare together are often the ones that weather the storm with the least disruption. Over the next few days you'll see swirling maps and hear plenty of forecasts. Our goal is to make it all clear and actionable. We'll break down the science behind the predictions, explain what the models are showing, and help you understand what to expect in your area. No matter how the situation evolves, we'll be here to guide you through it, step by step. Let's break down what's happening above us, and why this storm is about to dominate the headlines. From the science behind its formation to the real-world impacts it could have on our communities, we'll cover everything you need to know to stay safe and informed. The next few days will be critical, and staying aware is your best defense. Stay tuned as we track this unfolding weather drama together. We'll keep you updated with the latest information, expert analysis, and practical tips to help you prepare for whatever this storm may bring. The calm before the fury is here. Let's get ready for what comes next. High above our heads, invisible to the naked eye, a powerful force shapes the weather we experience every day. This force is the jet stream, a fast-flowing river of air that snakes its way across the upper atmosphere, thousands of miles long and hundreds of miles wide. It's not just a gentle breeze, it's a roaring current, sometimes reaching speeds over 200 miles per hour, and it acts as the steering wheel for weather systems across the continent. Today, it's the driving force behind a massive storm that's about to unfold. At this very moment, the jet stream is taking a dramatic plunge. A deep dip, or trough, is forming over the western United States. Imagine the atmosphere as a giant roller coaster, and this trough is the steepest drop. It's a pathway that guides storms, channeling energy and moisture from one region to another. This dip isn't just a minor wobble, like it's a major atmospheric event that will have ripple effects across the country. As this trough digs southward, it acts like a giant atmospheric scoop, gathering up moisture from the Pacific Ocean and the Gulf of Mexico. Warm, humid air is drawn northward, while cold, dry air plunges down from Canada. This collision of air masses creates a volatile mix, priming the atmosphere for a coast-to-coast storm that could bring everything from torrential rain to heavy snow. The storm itself will take shape on the eastern side of this deep trough, right where the jet stream curves back north. Here, the energy and moisture converge, sparking the development of a powerful weather system. It's as if the jet stream is laying down tracks for the storm to follow, guiding it across the country. Along this storm track, the jet stream acts as a dividing line. To the north, frigid air dominates, bringing the threat of snow and ice. To the south, warm, moist air surges in, fueling heavy rain and even the potential for thunderstorms. This sharp contrast sets the stage for dramatic weather, with the potential for rapid changes in temperature and precipitation over just a few miles. Where these two air masses collide, the results can be intense. Some areas will see relentless downpours, leading to flooding concerns, while others could be blanketed in snow, disrupting travel and daily life. The exact location of this clash will determine who gets rain, who gets snow, and who might see a little of both. For millions living in the central and eastern United States, this dramatic dip in the jet stream is a clear signal. Change is on the horizon. The skies may look calm now, but the atmosphere is quietly building energy, preparing to unleash a major shift in the weather. The peaceful scenes outside your window, the gentle breeze, the soft clouds, are just the calm before the storm. It's a brief moment of tranquility before the jet stream's next move sets everything in motion. Soon, the jet stream will send a surge of energy racing eastward, carrying the developing storm with it. This powerful current doesn't just move air, it moves weather, shaping the forecast for days to come. By understanding how this river of air works, we can see how a storm that starts in the west can bring snow to Chicago, rain to Atlanta, and dramatic weather changes all along its path. The jet stream connects distant cities, making weather a truly national story. No matter where you are, we're all living under this ever-changing, dynamic sky. The jet stream links us together, reminding us that the weather in one place can quickly become the weather in another. That's why meteorologists are watching the jet stream's every move, because its next shift could mean a world of difference for all of us. Let's take a closer look at how a powerful storm system is born, growing from just a subtle shift in the atmosphere to a force that can shape weather for millions. It all starts high above us, where invisible rivers of air, known as the jet stream, race across the sky, steering weather patterns and setting the stage for dramatic changes. When the jet stream dips southward, it acts like a giant scoop, lifting air from the surface. This rising air creates a pocket of lower pressure at the ground, a low-pressure system, which becomes the beating heart of the storm. The atmosphere responds and the process of storm formation begins in earnest. On weather maps, this low-pressure center is marked with a bold, red L. Around it, winds spiral counterclockwise in the northern hemisphere, drawing in air from all directions. This spinning motion is crucial. It helps gather energy and moisture, fueling the storm's growth. To the south, warm, humid air surges northward from the Gulf of Mexico, loaded with moisture. Meanwhile, cold, dense air slides down from Canada, dry and heavy. When these two very different air masses meet, the contrast is dramatic, fueling intense weather as the warm air is forced to rise over the cold. The boundary where these air masses collide is called a front. Fronts are like invisible battle lines in the sky, and they're where the most rapid and unpredictable weather changes happen. Sometimes in just a matter of hours. Along these fronts, the warm air is forced to rise quickly. As it rises, it cools, and the moisture it carries condenses into clouds. If the process is strong enough, these clouds thicken and darken, eventually releasing their moisture as rain, sleet, or snow. The type of precipitation that falls, whether it's a cold rain, icy sleet, or fluffy snowflakes, depends on the temperature of the air both at the surface and higher up in the atmosphere. A slight change in temperature can mean the difference between a wet commute and a winter wonderland. As the low-pressure system moves across the country, it acts like a weather engine, drawing in new air, generating clouds, and spreading precipitation over hundreds of miles. The storm can intensify or weaken depending on the landscape, the temperature, and the moisture it encounters along its path. The exact track of the storm is critical. A shift of just 50 miles north or south can mean the difference between heavy rain and a major snowstorm for cities in its path. That's why even small changes in the forecast can have a big impact on millions of people. Meteorologists use sophisticated computer models to predict where the storm will go and how intense it will become. These models are constantly updated as new data comes in, helping forecasters make the most accurate predictions possible. For people on the ground, the storm's path determines whether you'll need to grab an umbrella for a soaking rain or a snow shovel to dig out from a winter storm. Sometimes the difference is just a few miles. That's why it's so important to stay alert for updates as the forecast evolves. Weather can change quickly, and being prepared can make all the difference when a low-pressure system is on the move. If the storm takes a southern track, the deep south, from Texas to the Carolinas, will be in the bullseye. This setup pulls deep tropical moisture from the Gulf, setting up a major heavy rain event. Thunderstorms could turn severe, but the biggest threat is flooding from relentless downpours. With already saturated ground, even a few more inches could trigger flash floods and rising rivers. Urban areas and flood-prone spots must be especially vigilant. For cities like New Orleans, Mobile, and Atlanta, this means preparing for days of soaking rain and dangerous travel. Roads could quickly become impassable. This scenario is all about water, reminding us that rain can be just as disruptive as snow. If the storm tracks farther north, cold air plunges south, setting up a major winter storm from the Midwest to the Northeast. Cities like Indianapolis, Columbus, and even Nashville could see significant snowfall. As the storm redevelops off the East Coast, it could become a classic nor'easter, dumping feet of snow and bringing blizzard conditions from DC to Boston. Heavy, wet snow and strong winds could cause widespread power outages and dangerous travel. The term snowpocalypse isn't an exaggeration. This could be a crippling event. Preparation is key. Focus on staying warm, stocked, and off the roads. This northern scenario demands a completely different game plan. If you're in the south and heavy rain is forecast, start preparing now. Check gutters and downspouts. Clear debris to prevent flooding. Make sure water drains away from your home's foundation. Build an emergency kit with flashlights, batteries, a weather radio, and enough food and water for at least 72 hours. Know your evacuation route if you live in a flood-prone area. Remember, turn around, don't drown. Never drive through flooded roads. Secure loose outdoor items. Strong winds can turn them into hazards. Plan for travel delays or avoid roads during the storm's peak. Check on neighbors, especially those who may need extra help. A little preparation now can prevent big problems later. Stay informed and ready to act. A prepared community weathers the storm best. Bonne journée. For those facing a snowstorm, your focus is on warmth and supplies. Ensure you have a backup heat source or plenty of blankets and winter clothing. Gather everyone in one room to conserve heat if the power goes out. Stock up on food, water, and medications, enough for a week. Prepare your vehicle. Full gas tank, emergency kit, shovel, and sand or cat litter for traction. Keep shovels and ice melt handy. Clear snow in stages to avoid heavy lifting. Never use a gas stove for heat. Carbon monoxide is deadly. Check on neighbors, especially the vulnerable. Community support is vital during isolating winter storms. In any major storm, our greatest asset is each other. Before the storm, check in with neighbors, especially the elderly or those with young children. Offer help with supplies or preparations. Set up a neighborhood group chat to share real-time updates and resources. During the storm, communication is key. Alert each other to outages or hazards. Afterward, organize cleanup efforts and check on those who may need extra help. Working together turns a group of houses into a resilient community. A little kindness goes a long way in tough times. These storms test us, but they also reveal our strength. Together, we weather anything. As the storm hits, safety comes first. Stay informed and indoors. Heed emergency alerts and follow local officials' instructions. Avoid travel unless absolutely necessary. Let first responders do their jobs. Enjoy time with family and let the storm pass. Afterward, be cautious. Downed power lines and floodwaters remain dangerous. Take breaks when shoveling snow. Overexertion can be deadly. The sky will clear, and life will return to normal. These storms remind us to be prepared and to look out for one another. With preparation and community, we face any challenge. Stay safe. We'll keep tracking the storm for you.